Hey guys, it's me. So I really didn't want to work today. I thought that I would be able to take vacation, but I think I just have too much to do, / perhaps I can take a couple hours off in the afternoon. It's 11:30 right now. There just never fails to be something to do, you know what I mean? Today I want to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about stamina at work. When I was in the interview process and even when I was still in college, I was really worried about not having the stamina to be able to work for 8 hours in a day or whatever the job calls for. I would always give myself an example that I worked, was it 9:30 to 3:30 at an internship last summer, and I always said I could barely do 6 hours. Now that I have a job and I've been working for almost 2 months, I can give you a couple of tips that I've found. I've found that you're going to be okay. You're probably going to be okay with your stamina. It's going to be okay. Obviously, it's weird to be not in an office, which I expected, and I think that'll still be a little bit different. I only spent 2 weeks or 10 days in the office before needing to work remote from home. So that definitely plays a part in it, but there are also parts that would be really similar, and I'm going to talk about those. So one of the first things that I've noticed is I always feel better putting the next steps on another person. So if you have massive anxiety about this thing, the next video is just going to be a compilation of me yawning. Put the ball in the other person's court, meaning what do you have to do on your end versus what does the other person or other people have to do on their end for you to be able to easily do your work. Shoot them an email and just get it in their court so that you're waiting on the other person instead of anxiously awaiting your own motivation and ability to do things. So for example, some days are better than other days. And so some days I find mornings where I'm just shooting off emails and just getting things done. Other days I do not want to talk to anybody at any point. Writing an email can take me an hour. So I take advantage of those times when I'm doing okay and am able to send out messages and put all the balls in their court. Once you do that, you can turn off your email for, say, half hour, and do the work that you need to do on your end. Once that half hour or hour is up, you can go ahead and recheck your email and see if you need to, what else may need to come back in their court. I found that that's really helpful with stamina. Another thing with stamina is to identify when you're in state of flow, or like when you're doing what times of day you're doing better. For me, that is either in the morning, from like 9 to 12 or something, and then it's like from like 3 to 6. For some reason, I enter that afternoon slump, and I hate the hour of 1 p.m. The hour of 1 p.m. is just, it doesn't want to happen in my brain. That is because usually at noon to 1, I take a lunch break, I make my lunch, I hang out for an hour, and then I'll try to go back to work at 1, and 1 is the freaking worst. So my idea is, I haven't actually tried this out yet, but my idea is that 1 o'clock would be a certain time to do a certain thing that I'm not going to hate every day. So for example, if 1 o'clock is my professional development, which is the fancy way of saying watching YouTube videos to grow my skills, then 1 o'clock is my professional development where I sit there and grow my skills. If 1 o'clock is a quick reading session, whether that's directly related to work or just like another type of reading, that's okay too. I'm the kind of person where like I won't be reading and get so engaged and I'm not going to be able to put it down for the rest of the day. So like that works for me. 1 o'clock could be your tea time and tea and blank time. Like maybe making the tea makes you look forward to doing whatever you got to do at 1 p.m. But like identifying whatever hour it is that sucks and then whatever hour is better can be really helpful. Another thing I want to say specifically to people who are graduating or who are nervous about going into a full-time position and nervous about the transition from being in classes for a couple hours a day to being in the same place all day, if that's the type of job that you may be pursuing. One thing that I always found in my internships was that sometimes there was nothing to do. There was nothing to do. Now, I'm able to say that because I totally am the person who finds something to do with everything. I can find something to do at any time. You don't have to babysit me. But sometimes there really is like nothing to do / nothing you want to do / nothing with an impending due date. That is different when you have a full-time job, I found. There's pretty much always something to do. And if there's not, like it's an afternoon, like you're just gonna chill because you know that other days there's always something to do. You're gonna just keep moving forward and have way more than an intern does. Again, internships experiences are very different and they differ. Sometimes I would be in an internship where there wasn't a dull moment, like at the Wisconsin Book Festival. I always felt like I was doing stuff. But there are other internships where it's just like, I don't have anything. I'm so bored. That's not really going to happen, hopefully, with a full-time job. Okay, it's 3 p.m. I am still working. Okay, I'm done. It is, I don't know because I don't wear my watch anymore, 4:30. I'm gonna go get a snack, close my eyes probably. They're probably really red. And that's how I survive a day. What happens is I get flow in morning and flow in late afternoon. Midday, end of day. So, don't be normal. Is that good? Is that a good ending? Don't be normal. It's 11:30 p.m. and I just feel like everyone deserves this content. So, let's do it. I kind of messed this part up slightly, but you'll get the point. All right. Those are my weights.